Paul Levesque was cooking on Monday night. Even reached into a bag of tricks. As Monday Night Raw's main event, on top of everything, had the in-ring debut of the Wyatt Six.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Oh boy, Baltimore, Maryland, the host of Monday Night Raw After Summerslam. And let's just say that Paul Levesque just stepped into the kitchen once again. This was a very good episode of Monday Night Raw. Events from SummerSlam pushing stories into new chapters, and quite frankly, some things that even surprised me. Let's discuss.
Here we go.
So the show starts off with Ludwig Kaiser in the ring to announce the arrival of his Imperium stablemate and the new World Heavyweight Champion, the King of the Ring, the Ring General, Gunther. Gunther then cuts a promo about his accomplishments and that there will be nothing unexpected in securing his legacy as the new World Heavyweight Champion. Cue the music. Randy Orton comes out and steps into the ring with him. Gunther kind of chuckles and he says, you proved me wrong. I wasn't expecting this. Now, the two talked about the ending of the King of the Ring tournament. If you know, you know what I'm talking about, where Randy's shoulder was off the mat for the 1-2-3 count, and how the fans want a rematch, how they want a rematch, how Paul Levesque said we're getting a rematch. Gunther agrees. Says this little King of the Ring thing is the only smudge on my esteemed record. And so he accepts the challenge of Randy Orton. And later that night it became official. Bash at Berlin. A King of the Ring rematch. Randy Orton versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh my God. Yes.
Now, speaking of champions, Damian Priest, the former World Heavyweight Champion, came out to the ring to address how Finn Balor screwed him at SummerSlam. Now, Finn Balor appears upon the big screen and reminds Damian how Judgment Day began when he joined with Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and how they excommunicated the faction founder, Edge, how there would be no leaders, and how Damian had changed once he became champion, kind of asserting himself as the leader of Judgment Day. Also makes reference to how, in Finn's mind, Damian screwed him out of becoming the World Heavyweight Championship, not once, but twice. And how Finn Balor will always be there to stab Damian Priest in the back. As Finn leans back, we now see the reveal of the new Judgment Day with fully inducted member Carlito, the tag team champions of Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough, of course, Dominic Mysterio, and the women's world champion, Liv Morgan. It's great that bringing the past into the present and how wrestlers have memories and past events lead into these present and future stories going forward. The benefit of long-term storytelling. Now, this segment rolled into a match later on in the show between Damian Priest and J.D. McDonough. The match went fine. This is one of JD's really good matches. He's a very good in-ring wrestler and also a very good seller as far as what happens to him. Now, toward the end of the match, of course, the entire Judgment Day comes in and attacks Damian Priest. Even Liv Morgan gets into the action, which you know it's going to happen. This brings out Rhea Ripley. This sends Dominic and Liv scurrying. Rhea gets her hands on Liv and is about to power slam her through the table. Dominic saves her. But at the end, Damian and Rhea are standing tall and standing victorious. So, I mean, going forward, we got Bash at Berlin, Bad Blood. This story was already hot to begin with. But now, it's just all that much more.
Spicy.
And now, there was a feud that, quite frankly, was about as interesting as watching paint dry. That being the New Day versus the Final Testament, as in this match tonight, was the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus the Authors of Pain. This match went along about as it has before, until the surprise arrival of Odyssey Jones.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
Yeah, you remember the NXT talent that's been drafted to the main roster not once but twice, but ever since it has just been kind of a yo-yo between the two brands? Yeah, that guy. Well, apparently, while Kofi Kingston was rehabbing his shoulder down at the Performance Center, they became friends, and Kofi, without consulting Xavier Woods, asked Odyssey Jones to come up to the main roster and help, even referring to him as Big O. I wonder if this is going to have ramifications down the road. Now, in another great match from SummerSlam, in the aftermath of that, CM Punk came to the ring to address the Baltimore crowd. He is interrupted by Seth Rollins, and the two get interrupted, shockingly, by Drew McIntyre, who was up in the crowd. Drew busts out the bracelet. It's that bracelet again, which enrages CM Punk as he leaves the ring and starts heading after Drew McIntyre. That left Seth alone in the ring, or so he thought, because Big Bronson Reed ambushed Seth Rollins, hitting him with a devastating Death Valley driver, and then further destroying Seth Rollins by hitting not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 top rope tsunami splashes in one segment. A guy who was, again, bounced around between NXT and the main roster, at one point was fired by Vince McMahon, has made himself a main event player in one segment.
That is impressive. I mean, impressive.
Now, the show itself, while being very good, was not perfect. There was a couple little things that were not worth watching, and that is right now the work in progress. That is the women's division, as that was on full display. In a early match, Lyra Valkyria defeated Shayna Baszler in 3 minutes. Now, when Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark attacked Lyra afterward, Damage Control, another heel faction, came in to rescue Lyra Valkyria.
That makes no sense.
And now, later on in a backstage segment, Dakota Kai from Damage Control got attacked and re-injured her knee, which prevented her match with Sonya Deville, only for Io Sky to take Dakota's place, defeat Sonya, in a match that could be described as awkward.
And moving on.
And now, the main event. Wow, this was so good. We have 6-man tag action with Chad Gable, with the Creed brothers, under the new name of American Made. It's not bad. Versus the in-ring debut of the Wyatt Six. Now, the Wyatts came out to Bray Wyatt's full theme of Shatter. Uncle Howdy and Abby the Witch sat at ringside, while Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy took to the ring. This match was high impact, just beautifully done. And in the end, on the 11-year anniversary of the debut of the original Wyatt family, the Wyatt Six went over and got the 1, 2, 3 victory. Somewhere, I'd like to think that Odie Lee, a.k.a. Luke Harper, and Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt, have a really big smile on their face.
Well done. Well done.
But then again, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to check me out tonight as we'll be talking about this, the events from SummerSlam, and a whole bunch more on Wednesday night is overbooked. And be sure to check me out tomorrow as we will be celebrating a trip around the sun for Roman of the Empire. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys all very soon. Hope you're having a great week. Have a great rest of the week ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.